Hello everyone, welcome to the Hypergamous journey. My name is Denise. This video is motivated by a TikTok clip I saw of Natalie Clarice. She is a YouTuber that offers very straight to the point, direct, blunt dating advice. And everything in her video I agree with. Everything in her video I agree with, and it's a TikTok clip, so it's very to the point with really no diving deep. And that's the point of TikTok, to make it short and sweet. And so I had to do some research. I really wanted to, I got to get my notes. Sorry. But yeah, I gave it some thought about her video, and it's about motivation. And she says that a man has to like you to be motivated to do right by you. And of course, there are different things that motivate men, but the most dominant thing is to have intimate relations with a woman, and it is just how men are built. There's no changing that. And so that's really what the first primary motivation for them when they approach you. They like what they see, and they want to experience you in a more animalistic way, because we have to be careful what we say on YouTube, right? So they want to experience you in a more basic nature without really getting to know you, and for as minimal effort as possible. So her video made me do some quick research, and I want to give you two definitions of motivation. The first definition of motivation is the reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way. Again, the first definition, the reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way. The second definition is the general desire or willingness of someone to do something. Again, the second definition is the general desire or willingness of someone to do something. And then they broke motivation down into four separate categories. I'm only going to discuss two: the extrinsic motivation, which means the external reasons someone is motivated to do something, and the intrinsic reason, the internal reason someone is motivated to do something. I'm going to spell extrinsic in case I'm not pronouncing it clearly for you. It's EXTRINSIC, which is external motivation, and intrinsic, INTRINSIC, the internal motivation someone has. So people have a desire, men and women, even children have a desire to do something, to act in a certain way, behave in a certain way, based on their external motivation and based on their internal motivation. And internal and external motivation can go be at the same time, be at two different times. But I personally feel like as a human being, there's no getting around motivation. We're just all motivated for various reasons to do various things. And men and women in dating is no different. We are no different in having our internal and external reasons that motivate us to do what we do and be who we are. So I was thinking about this motivation, and she makes it quick and sweet that, a man has to like you to be motivated to do, to spend his time with you, spend his money on you, to take care of you, to buy you gifts, to take you on trips, and all of these things, which is true. And it's like a give. Somebody gives, somebody receives. The opposite, somebody receives, somebody gives. There's a push and there's a pull. And it depends on our motivations. For men in the beginning, especially, it's motivated by sex, right? They like what they see. They want to experience that. And, as a man goes through his various stages, just through father time and maturity, the drive to go after women for that primary purpose is diminished slowly and slowly and slowly, though they don't like to admit it. But the drive to do that is diminished. It doesn't go away, but maybe it's not as dominant a drive as it was when they're younger and more virile. And the same with women. I mean, nobody likes to admit it, but we all are getting older, and we all are going through our various bodily changes, biological changes, as we mature and as we grow older. And so the motivations become different as I'm experiencing. The motivations, the external motivation and the internal motivations become different. This definition also said that when the external motivation is driven by bonuses, like in employees and in organizations in the corporate world, and gifts and rewards. And so external motivation is, to me, when you think about men and women and men being driven by sex. So that is their primary reason for even approaching us, regardless of age. We look good to them, so they come to us. They're motivated that way. And then the definition says that an intrinsic or internal motivation is the sense of accomplishment that one gets in completing a task. And that internal motivation is more value-based, and it's more value-based driven. So it's like, what do you stand for? What is your philosophy on life? So it's those values. What do you stand for in life? And I find that as we mature, both men, particularly for men, and the men that I'm dating and in my demographic, it's more about I have this chronic condition or this illness. Is she nurturing enough or sympathetic enough to possibly take care of me in my time of need? And they have these like diabetes or what else? Hypertension that they're taking medication for. And for women, it's about the, can he take care of me as well? Is he nurturing and sympathetic? Can I depend on him to take care of me? And, men are not really wired that way, but it's nice if they are. I gotta pick up my notes, y'all. Okay, sorry about that. And so it's more value-based in terms of the internal motivation. I'm just going to do right because it's the right thing to do. I'm going to do right even when no one's watching, because I know my values and my moral and my integrity. So I'm just going to do the right thing even though nobody's watching. Okay, so in my dating experience, I'm dating for marriage. So there is that internal motivation to become softer, to to become softer, to be more feminine, to not argue, to state my wants and my needs, to not nag, but to surrender to this whole dating process, to not put my expectations on the man. I've done some videos about changing my dating strategy, not voicing that I want to be married because I don't even know the guy. So it's just about having fun. So my internal value-based motivation is marriage, because I feel that for myself, that is within the context of that union, I can feel safe. I know that I have a partner in crime, that he's committed on paper and in his heart to me, and I am committed on paper and in my heart to him. And the external motivation is based on this definition: the reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way, the general desire or willingness of someone to do something. You know, motivation is just different for everyone, for every man dating every woman, and for every woman dating a man. And we don't know what those motivations are in the beginning. We don't. I'm not sharing that I want marriage with him in the beginning. He's not sharing that he wants sex from me in the beginning. And we're just, you know, like moving around each other like this, you know, like we're going back and forth and we're strategizing and changing things to get our needs met, to exercise or strategize on how to motivate the other person to give us what we want. Men love compliments, admiration, feeling wanted and needed. And the funniest thing is that you can be motivated to give him all of those things, and he's soaking it up. Motivation, admiration, time, attention, and compliments, and this and that. But you don't know that he's there just for that. He don't want nothing else from you. He might want sex from you, but he might not, depending on the age, because now he's embarrassed about he can't do what he once did, and you know, all of that. So he's there to just soak up the admiration, the time, the attention. And you don't know that he's really motivated not to do anything else or take the relationship any further, and you want more. And really, you haven't told him yet what you want. So you both are kind of, you know, moving around each other and going back and forth with each other like that, and never really getting to the core or to the root of what you really, really want. And some of that is expected in the beginning, right? When you're getting to know each other, but 3, 4, 5 months in, it should become clear, like this, either we're motivated to go and move in the same direction, or we're both motivated to go our separate ways because motivationally we're not being stimulated by each other, and we don't have the same values, which goes into the internal motivation. Our values are not the same. We don't match. We're not compatible in our values. We're not compatible in our motivations. So now it's time to end it. And we wish each other luck and success in finding what we really want. So I hope I gave you my interpretation of motivation in regards or in the context of dating. Let me know your thoughts, please, so that this video and my other videos get to other people that can be helped and hear this message. Like, share, subscribe, and put your comments in the section. What do you think about motivation and my definition of it and how it relates to dating? And I will link Natalie Clarice's TikTok clip in the description. Thank you for watching. And don't forget, I have journals, affirmation journals, beautiful, colorful ones on Amazon. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.